Okay, so today we're going to deal with a topic that probably many husbands and wives have encountered at one point or another, helping your spouse overcome a bad habit. So here's today's question. My husband is 30 and has been smoking for about 10 years. He says he wants to stop, but never follows through. I want to help him, but whenever I bring it up, he gets annoyed and tells me to stop telling him what to do and just let him live his life. I'm worried about him, but I don't know what to do. Please advise. Okay, so this topic, while it deals with smoking, can be applied to other areas too. Now, from your letter, it's clear that your husband agrees that quitting smoking would be beneficial. Now, that's already a very positive starting point. He's aware of that. The question now is, how can you help him to stop? Your husband's words, "stop telling me what to do, just let me live my life," are probably painful for you to hear. But at the same time, they also offer insight into how to approach him. Some spouses are more receptive to advice, whereas others may perceive even well-intentioned suggestions as attempts to control them or as signs they aren't as accepted as they would like to be. So as long as he feels that your advice is an attempt to control him, even your most caring intentions may only, in the final analysis, create distance, marital friction, and hurt feelings for both you and your husband. So Hasidus, which is the inner dimensions of Torah, explains that the divine spheros, which are emanations that Hashem uses to conduct and reveal himself in the world, are composed of light and vessels. Now, the light not only fills the vessel, but helps it grow and thereby contain even more light. However, if the light is too powerful, it can cause a breaking, a shattering of the vessel, and that the vessel is not able to contain the abundance of light. So, in a similar vein, you have an abundance of light to give to your husband, but he needs to be able to receive your light. Now, just as light must adapt to the vessel, your love and concern for your husband need to adapt to what he can receive. With the right approach, he will gradually become more open to receiving your guidance. Now, I want to share several practical ideas that you could take that would help to create the environment that would support and encourage change. Now, these steps are designed to respect your husband's autonomy while not pressuring him to change. Okay, number one, focus on connection, not correction. So, what does that mean? Instead of raising the topic directly, look for opportunities to strengthen your emotional connection. When your husband feels accepted and valued, he's more likely to open up on his own. Now, this might mean spending more quality time together, showing appreciation for the things he's doing well, or simply being more present with your husband and less reactive around the smoking issue. Okay, number two, be a mirror, not a hammer. Rather than saying you should quit, you might reflect on what you observe in a gentle, non-judgmental way. For example, I noticed you were coughing this morning. You looked uncomfortable. I hate seeing you in pain. Now, this approach shows care and not control. It also encourages your husband to share the challenges he's experiencing. When he feels your care, he's more open to want to share. Okay, number three, ask how to help. If your husband has ever said, I want to quit or I should stop, you might revisit that gently by asking, if you ever decide to try cutting down, is there a way I could support you? that would feel helpful. This shows you're willing to help him on his terms, which increases the likelihood that he'll be receptive to what you're saying. Now, in addition, focus on highlighting his strengths, affirming his ability to make strong decisions that build internal motivation. For example, I have seen you set your mind to things before and follow through. When you decide to quit, I truly believe you'll be able to do it. This reminds him, it shows him that you see his strengths, not just his struggle. And number 4, acceptance. Accept your husband as he is and trust that he can make the necessary changes. Your acceptance and your trust will give him the confidence, the strength, and the support to move forward. When he feels your trust and acceptance, he will, over time, be more open to your advice. So try these approaches, and I strongly believe, you'll see positive results.